Hello, everyone. You can see my little Billy dog back there. Woohoo! Welcome to Lessons, Learning, and Readings with Larkin. I am Larkin, live to you here from the United States. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I'm going to try to move this a little bit so you can see my dog. Here, I guess I got to go this way. So you guys can see my deck back there, and we still have a few green leaves on our trees. I want to thank you all for tuning in and joining me for this sacred hour with Spirit. You guys know that I always like to call this a sacred hour with Spirit because it is. It's a sacred time for you and Spirit to connect and for you to connect with your spirit teams. And so for those of you who are new and those of you who need the reminders, I'm going to try and move this so you can see my dog. I'm going to share with you some things that you can do to make sure that you're creating this as a sacred hour for yourself. Okay. Number one, while we're waiting for people to log in, I'm going to give you these reminders. Hi, Elf. Welcome. Number one, leave all your stuff at the door. So whatever you've been overthinking about, worried about, stressing over, anxious about, trying to figure out the how, just for 1 hour, leave that at the door. Okay. And number two, I always invite everyone, I have 3 to bring a non-alcoholic beverage. For me, it helps, of course, because I'm speaking, but I always find it helps create a mood, a comfort level, an ambiance. And the more relaxed you are, the more you are going to receive more fully Spirit coming through to you. Okay. Hi, Gainer. Hi, Venus. Welcome. And the other thing I ask you to do is anything that you may have that is like, for me today, I'm going to light a candle. I have my incense upstairs and I'm doing readings downstairs today. My dogs didn't want to go back upstairs, so we're down here. But is to really set that mood and that ambiance, is to set the tone for yourself. And this isn't just for today. I do this to help you guys make a practice of it so that when you're praying or you're manifesting or you're healing, or maybe you're even reading or studying or journaling something spiritual, you have this habit, this practice, right? So you might want crystals or incense. Like I said, today I'm lighting a candle. Maybe you have a little sacred corner somewhere, a little altar with, spiritual crystals and quotes and deities and things that you believe in and pictures and images. I always have a little sacred corner, and that's very empowering. So I share this with you because I want you guys to be able to take this practice and make it your own. It has served me for decades, and I think it can be very worthwhile for each of you as well. Okay? Because guess what? You each have a strong connection to your own spirit team, and you guys can make this connection for yourselves as well. All right? All right, let's say hi to everyone. And then I'm going to do our wisdom from Spirit, and then we'll get into readings. Hopefully my dogs won't bark. See who else we have here. Marie, Susie. Thank you, Susie. I saw that. I saw you on Angels in Action. Thank you so much. Mwah. Paul, James, Melvin. Great. Yeah, Susie, thank you so much. I've got a migraine today, guys, and my father-in-law has been in ICU for almost a week. So Susie covered Angels in Action today, even though we're supposed to do that together. Let's see. All right. So hi, Rebecca. Welcome. So Maria, just so you know, in case you didn't hear, we will get to readings, but I always stall a little on readings and go through this process of helping you create a sacred ambiance, a sacred space to communicate and connect with Spirit. I also share wisdom from Spirit that when I started this broadcast on Veronica's channel, Spirit asked me to please take a couple minutes and do that prior to doing readings each time. I told Spirit, yes, of course. So we do that as well. And part of this is to help you guys learn to connect your mind, your egoic self, and your spiritual self, your consciousness, to connecting with your spirit teams. Because if you don't learn to slow down and get down. A lot of people, what they do is, I might have to put her upstairs. What a lot of people do is they hop from reader to reader and they just want to get answers, because that's what we do when we're panicked, when we're frantic, when we're stressed, when we're anxious. And Spirit wants you to know that that's not the way it works, that it's so much more powerful when you can relax. The Art of Allowing by Abraham Hicks is a great book to read about this. When you can relax, you're more open to receiving the actual guidance, wisdom, and answers and healing from Spirit. Okay. So that's why I always make sure, and I might lose listeners for this, but that's okay. That's why I make sure we always put that into practice when we get on my live readings. Okay. Cool. Yes. Yay. Oh, thank you, Gaynor. I appreciate it. Yeah, he's 95. He was a rock climber and a caver, and he's hardly ever down. So thank you so much for that. So I was asking Spirit this morning, and then I went to bed because I have a migraine. And then I got back up and I asked Spirit again. Spirit usually either follows me around with a message they want me to share with you before I get going on readings, or sometimes they just come right down on me and they tell me when I'm ready to do it. They're just there with that information. And for some reason today, I was curious. Hi, Shanette. Welcome. Hey, Susie K. And for some reason today, I was just curious. And so I was asking. I was like, okay, so, what is it you guys are going to want me to share today? Because there's so many things in the air this time of year. There's so many different things that people need. And, Spirit came back with just this overwhelming feeling. And the feeling was that to remind everybody that, you get in your life experience what you give out. And this can be such a hard message, because when a lot of people hear this message, they feel like they're being blamed, right? If they don't like the state of their life, they'll feel like, oh my gosh, I'm being blamed for things if my life isn't the way I want it to be. But that's not really the case. It doesn't work that way. So Spirit said, give them some examples. And when I give you this message, guys, I channel this information. Let's hope she doesn't bark, or I'll have to leave you guys and put her upstairs. But this means that this is an opening for us to learn about ourselves. The fact that we want and crave and desire things is an opportunity for us to learn about the things we need to learn about ourselves. So, for example, and don't take offense at this, but this is what Spirit's asking me to share. Okay. So I'm sharing this with you, and I had to learn this too. If you feel that, let's say, everybody's not nice to you, or let's say you feel like you're rejected. Neville Goddard said, your life is you pushed out. Your reality is you pushed out. And it has to be that way, you see, because of all the 100 universal laws, it always comes back to us because we have free will. So in this material world, the way our free will is reflected is not just in what we choose and decide and tell and ask the angels for, God, source, spirit for, but it's also how we choose to behave. So, for example, if we feel like we're always rejected, there is an aspect of us that rejects. Maybe we reject ourselves. Maybe we unknowingly reject others out of insecurity or fear of rejection. But it's aspects of ourselves we don't see, right? Perhaps we feel like people are always taking from us. And we're going to keep repeating that experience until we learn that in ways we weren't aware of, we were either taking from ourselves, or we were taking from others, or we didn't know how to stand in our power so things weren't taken from us. There are so many ways this can be reflected. But Spirit wanted me to invite you each to sit down, perhaps quietly after this live today. Don't just listen to lives and go back and forth to reader trying to get readings. Really see, what is my spirit team telling me? What is my spirit time really trying to get through to me? They're trying to get through to me from another reality. So there's going to be a translation that has to happen within you. And I do the best I can to bridge that gap, like the other readers on here. But ultimately, it's up to you to make the connection. And it's up to you to make a change in choice, because Spirit's always going to guide you to what you can do, because you're the one that you're the one. No, you're going to go upstairs. Come on. Sorry, guys. Billy. Honey. She doesn't normally ever do that. She really didn't like it when I picked her up. She must have hurt her or something when I picked her up. Sorry. So we have to understand that we are always, obstacles are always our opportunities. So we are always being given these opportunities to learn to be the best version of us. And since you're here in this material world, you have free will. Everybody has to, your spirit team helps and supports you. So they have to guide you to make those empowering shifts and changes. They can't do it for you. Okay. And I think that's a big misunderstanding that happens. So anyway, thank you, Spirit. That is your message from Spirit today. And they encourage you to really sit down and look at, what are you putting out energetically? What are your beliefs? What are your choices and actions? What are your habits of those choices and actions, right? That's very, very important. All right. So please take that to heart. If you need to hear it again, you can always go back to the beginning of this. It never hurts to hear in repetition. It's very, very powerful. Thank you, Shawnette. Thank you, Bernadette. Hi, guys. All right. So I may have to turn on my kitchen lights as we had our time change as well. And so guess what? It's getting dark a whole hour earlier. When I get off with you guys, I have to race and try to get to my horses before dark. They're about an hour away, but it's already starting to get into that evening light here. So, all right. So we may or may not use cards for your readings, but I have the Sacred Forest cards today. I always use those here on Monday because it's so important that we incorporate nature and other realms and dimensions into what it is we're connecting with in spirit. Okay. So let's see here. Let me move up here. All right. All right. This is pretty cool. Hold on. We're going to get to this, Paul, and then I want to star. Let me star here. 1 second. Oh, thank you for lighting a candle for him, Paul, for my father-in-law. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Okay, hold on. There's somebody else I want to star up here first. Just before I forget, guys. When I'm on my computer, I can star people, so that really, really helps. Oh, Susie from Queensland, Australia. Fantastic. I love it. Okay. Where did I see? Did she get off here? No, here we go. Maria. Okay. So she's still there. I'll star her too. Hello, Larkin. Last night I heard a voice. If I'm not mistaken, it's the same one that told me to pull out a book. He said his name is Alan. Could it be a spirit guide? Yes, 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 Paul. Absolutely. Yes. That's fantastic. See, I told you that that wasn't the end of that. That's brilliant. Oh my gosh. Let's see. That is great. I love it. So, Paul, what I would do is what I tell people when they come to my Meet Your Spirit Guides event, they always receive instructions in the event. There's a whole sequence to the Meet Your Spirit Guides event, which is November 9th, by the way, if anybody wants to join. I only take 10 people a month, and there's a couple spaces left. But one of the phases of the Meet Your Spirit Guides event is them coming through and giving you and me validating for them and for you instructions as to how to make a better connection with them and how to better be able to communicate and hear from them and talk to them and that sort of thing. So what I would do is, honestly, I would journal and write it down. I would log like the dates and times that you've heard from him, And, you can start to see a pattern and a correlation. And I would start putting out that request. You can do that very well when you're journaling. Put your requests in there, or what you'd like to know, or how you'd like to be guided. That works very well if you do that. What that does is it gives validation to that connection, and it actually strengthens that connection so that Alan's communication becomes more clear. I love it when guides come through and they actually do offer names. They don't always. Sometimes it takes years. Sometimes you get a name of one and not of another. But I love that has happened for you. That's really wonderful. And a wonderful gift that he's given you. Thank you for sharing that. That's great. All right. Let's see here. Let's see if Marie is still here. Marie, are you still here? You woke up when he said that. Yeah. So I'm just going to quick say this. So you did write it down. Good. You were like, no way. All right. So, Paul, if you woke up when he said that, there was one or two things. Either it was a visitation in a dream, which feels to me like it was a visitation in a dream to you, in a dream this time. To me, that's what it feels like. Or you guys were in the astral plane visiting. And, that's what happens when it's a visitation. And they'll often wake you up at the end, because when you're kind of woken up startled, when you're woken up like that, what happens is you're 5% of your conscious mind that's going to be like, I don't know if I believe that. It's still kind of turned off. You're still kind of half in that sleep state. Your brain isn't back into a faster mode. And so you can remember and experience it more for what it is, instead of your mind denying that reality, right? So often they do that to make sure we kind of have that experiential proof that they've been there. So that's very cool. All right, Susie, I'm going to star yours. Let me see if Maria's here. Wait a second. I have to scroll this in order to... Hi, Leonard. Good evening. Thanks for tuning in. Okay, let's see. Okay, Leonard, I'm going to star yours. I know we didn't get to you a couple weeks ago when you popped in. All right, so let's see. I didn't... Hey, I got another one barking. It's because the one it was barking upstairs is now upstairs barking. Okay. All right, Leonard, I see yours. Love your readings. Thank you, Leonard. I'm so glad. I'm the best. Thank you. Well, it's spirits making it all happen. Okay, I'll start you. Relief. I pronounced your name wrong last time. I'm sorry. Marie, are you still there? I'm just checking. Oh, you are here. Good. Okay. Sorry, guys. I want to make sure, because I used to just do readings, and people would, sometimes they get busy and they have to leave. Sometimes they get bored and they don't want to wait, or they're scanning through a bunch of different readers that are live at the same time because they want a reading. And so I would do readings, and that person never even heard the reading. So I just make sure now that I ask. All right. So let's see, Marie here. Marie, I'm going to pull a couple cards for you. Since we're on free online readings and I can't take the same amount of time that I would, I will sometimes just do cards. I'll do cards on here, unless there's something really booming that stands out, or unless you have a specific question that you want to know. Let's see, I want this one. There we go. We have some, let's see here. We have some interesting... You have lots of little energies around you right now, Maria. Cards are fine. Okay, good. No worries. Yeah, you have a lot of different energies around you. I'm trying to turn some lights on, guys. It's getting dark so fast. I can't believe how fast it's getting dark. Oh, my goodness. So you have a lot of energies around you right now, Marie, actually. And you have a lot of angelic energies. You have a lot of like fairy type energies from other dimensions, and that oftentimes means you're working on things in the physical realm, changing things in the physical realm. Hi, Susie. Sure, absolutely, Susie. I'll star you too. Hey, Rhoda. Star you guys. So let's see. Yeah. So this is interesting. So there's a lot of heart chakra energy going on for you, Marie. I also see that you have some messages that have been trying to get through to you from spirit through the astral plane. So I don't know if you've been having interesting dreams or things like that, but there's definitely something that is mulling around in your subconscious mind, which is that 95% of mind you're unaware of, that you're trying to get to. And usually that means you don't even know really what it is. There's something you're trying to, something you want to change or create. It's not really up here in your cognitive mind right now. You can feel it pulsating. You can feel it driving you. You can feel it motivating and inspiring you, but you can't quite put your finger on it, is what they're showing me. And that's okay. Your angels are trying to tell you that it will come in the right time. And that the other thing you need to pay attention to is the fact that there's, when you have, like, you don't necessarily know how to define it intellectually, but you're having this kind of push, you're trying to search for something or figure something out and you don't know what it is. That's spirit pushing you. That's your voice trying to get through. That's you trying to figure out what it is that's happening. Okay. And that's what we call also spiritual motivation. So when you're having, you want to, as soon as you start to get some clarity, you want to act on that motivation. You want to act on whatever inspiration and motivation that you have. You really want to act on it, because that means that it's inspired. You don't necessarily have to know what it is. You just have to move forward with the next step of inspiration. Okay. So this is cool. So the first card I got to you is chaos, and I see that as sort of internal chaos. And so those fairy energies are trying to help you put a down to earth practical practicality to this, and just feel and see. You can feel it. Are your choices and actions on a practical basis, are they in sync with what feels good to you? Does it feel right? Does it feel relaxing? Does it feel peaceful? If it brings you peace, then that's the right answers. Okay. And, the fairy realm has really been around you trying to share this with you. So that shows me there's a strong connection to nature and the natural world trying to get through to you and trying to support you on a very down to earth level. Okay. The other card that I drew for you, I drew 3, but the other one is trust. So there's a big level of trust that needs to happen within yourself as well. Trust that it's okay if you don't know the details and the specifics right now. That is okay. And stop trying to figure it out. All right. Your spirit guides are just trying to encourage you to listen to your inner voice, your intuition, which is the voice of your soul. Okay. And really their advice is very practical. Spirit is very practical, despite what most of us may think. All right. So you need to trust in the process, trust in yourself, trust in the intuitive feelings and guidance that you're getting. Okay. And don't overthink it. Spirit wants me to share with you right now, and something your spirit guides and angels have been trying to get through to you, is that one of the reasons why trying to figure out the how doesn't work is because when we do that, we block off our higher frequencies and we block off the art of allowing. It becomes a force of resistance because it shows an effort and a need. It puts us in a place of lack. Okay. And so it's very important that you learn to do what I helped you to practice in the beginning of this broadcast, and practice the art of allowing. Let's see here. Hold on. Let me turn my phone thing off here. Sorry, I didn't know it was going to ring like that. So what you need to do is you need to listen to those subtle voices. And then when you hear this getting too loud and you're trying to figure things out, you need to just relax. What you're going to find is it's going to work like it's going to work like magic. And when you do that, there is a freedom that's going to happen. This is the third card I drew for you. It's a freedom that's going to happen. Okay. And the freedom is going to be that instead of it being a struggle for you to manifest the things you want, they're going to be things that come for you. Okay. So this becomes a natural process, going from chaos through trust to freedom. Okay, again, it's another recipe. I tell you guys all the time, Spirit tends to give me recipes for people. And it's because you're a part of it. And that's what they need you to do so they can help bring things into fruition. Once you get to the trusting part, you got to be still in order to, still in the chaos for the chaos to settle. Like if you're in the middle of a tornado, you don't want to be running around the edges and be sucked away by the tornado, right? You want to be that solid center. And so as you get still in the chaos, in that stillness will arise this trust. Now, when you get to this point, things start to shift because that's what says, that's the like attracts like. That says the universe, you know and trust everything's working out for you. Even if you don't know what it is, you don't have to know what it is for that to happen. Okay. And then beyond that is then the freedom to receive what it is you want to manifest. As a manifesting coach, one of the first things I always taught people was you have to be clear about what you want in order to manifest. But sometimes that clarity hasn't come out yet. Sometimes that clarity is just an internal heartfelt knowing. Okay. So Maria, I would love you to keep me posted. Hi, Claire. Hi, Vicky. Hi, Aisha. Hey, Annalie. Welcome. It's all right. Better late than never, right? Great to see you. So what I would recommend is that I also want to remind all of you guys that, here, I'll star you guys. I need to go a little bit faster here and get to people. Let's see. I need to remind you guys that I do have, if you go to my Larkin Psychic Medium page down here, I do have a 20-minute free discovery call that I offer. It is not a free reading. It is not a free coaching session, and it is not a sales call, but it is an assessment call. So if you guys on here are feeling really stuck, which you're never stuck, or if you are needing the next 3 steps in what direction to go, then I recommend that you find me on my Psychic Medium page and either private message me or email me at larkinsreadings.com. Save the email address there. Otherwise, you might not know if I get back to you. I only do 5 a week. That's all I can afford to do because they're for free. But I would recommend that you do that because you guys need to take the next steps in anything you want to manifest requires change and transformation. And so you need to be able to, you have to take the next steps. You can't just wait for angel and spirit to do it. They respond to you. So you have to be able to take those next few steps. Okay. So if you guys are really stuck or you're wanting to manifest or you're wanting to learn to awaken your intuition and progress metaphysically or spiritually that way, that is available to you. Okay. Just so you guys know. All right. I started this one next. Susie K, will you please let me know if you're available here? Let me know, Susie, if you are still there. Oh, thank you, Carrie. This is one of my favorites. It's starting to get cool here. It's actually pretty warm today, though. You will. So good to hear. Excellent, Marie. Awesome. Yes, definitely keep me posted, okay? Things will shift as you make shifting changes. All right? All right. Those of you that just logged on and wanted a reading, I have starred you. All right? You're still here. Excellent. All right, Susie, good. Let's see. It says, my hubby passed 3 months ago. It was his birthday on Saturday, and we'd love to receive a message from Jim. Oh, my goodness. Well, Susie, I'm so sorry for all that you have been going through. And at the same time, I celebrate with him, as you should, his return back home to the spirit world. Okay, where we all return to, where he's embraced and celebrated and loved by family members as well. And, when you are celebrating and thinking of him on his birthday here, know that he's present with you and grateful for you for having acknowledged that as well. Okay. Let's see. Now, let's see what's going on here. So he has actually adjusted and acclimated very well. Everyone has a different kind of adjustment and transition time on different levels back in the spirit world. And he's there with family as well. There is I don't know if it was biological, but there's a brotherly type figure with him by his side. there as well. I mean, guys, let me preface in saying your loved ones on the other side are never alone. They are never alone. We all have soul families and soul friends. And so, he of course has got his soul family, his soul friends, angel, spirit guide, teachers. We're never alone up there. Okay. And so that can be a reassurance to you. Different people, depending on what they did in their lives and how in alignment their lives were with their intention in coming here, they may have different levels of study and adjustments that they want or need to make upon returning to the other side, not by force of God or anyone else, but of their own assessment. Okay. And he's adjusted very well. And then of course, when we do readings like this, what usually happens is they will come through and they'll show you, like, so for example, if you're obviously will be comforted in knowing who he's with and what state he's in on the other side, because otherwise he wouldn't be sharing that with me. Okay. And so a lot of times they'll show us and make sure they tell us who's with them and that sort of thing, so that you kind of have an idea and it's comforting and soothing and healing for you. And so, stepping forward, like I said, right by his side is what appears to be a brother type energy, who's a part of his soul family, who's very, very close with, and they are there together. And that's a way of knowing and letting you know that that closeness and that comfort is still there for him as well. I also see older figures in the background. It looks and feels as though there are like grandparent energies back there, aunt and uncle energies, an aunt and uncle in particular that he was closer to, that are there. They're sort of like on my left side. Let's see. He's actually, there was really nothing. It was just kind of light behind him. But now he's also showing me sort of like just beautiful, like fields and land behind him right now. He's showing me. And he's showing me just this tremendous sense of peace. I'm asking him if there's anything in particular, like for you, that he wants to say. Does he also have, let's see here, if you responded to anything. Let's see here. All right. Oh, yes, it would be Jeff. Okay, so you relate to the gentleman that appears to be a brotherly figure. Excellent. Okay, good. Let's see. I'm gonna star this. And then there are also like I said, older figures surrounding him that could be parental or grandparental figures. There's just a circle of love and energy. And then he also has all these energies, these soul family energies that were not incarnated with him here as well. He's saying that right now he's just taking time to enjoy what he learned from his life, to observe, to explore the universe, to study. We do that, guys. When we go back to the other side, we look and we study. What did we miss? What did we do? What does that mean, right? And he wants to say his relationship with you is solid. That is the word he's using. It continues to be very, very solid. And he wants to thank you for that solid love and relationship. And that, I think this is what's most relevant, honestly, Susie, is that he's so proud of you. He just says you're just being so strong and you've handled everything with such grace. And you handled things with such grace for him that, not putting your own needs forward, but really making sure that he and the family had what they needed. And he just wants you to recognize your own strength and tell you how proud of you he is. Okay. Let's see. His dad and his Nana passed a week before he did. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Well, that fatherly energy is right there. Let me see how many energies are more forward. The Jeff was right up there in front with him. it looks like, did he also have an aunt? Because there's also an energy that is showing up. We show up at any age we want, but there's also an energy showing up for him that is more of a motherly age energy, even though it's not a motherly energy. And then there's I see his grandmother there. Yes. Yes, they are there with him. You're welcome, Susie. So just, yeah, please know that you're brave. Here's what I want to leave you with. And again, guys, I'm very thorough, but on here, Spirit asked me to, there's 3 levels of reading. So the free online readings, they asked me to go more quickly and offer healing, comfort, and validation guidance. If you guys want something more in depth, please find a reader that you trust and schedule a private reading with them. You can do that with me on my psychic medium page or at larkinsreadings.com. There's, find a reader maybe you already know and trust if you prefer to do that, but schedule a private reading with them. Or there are small group online readings that are less expensive, but they're semi-private, and you can get more of a thorough reading than you might on a free online reading. Okay. Susie, please know that your connection to him is stronger now. So he's already you guys are very strongly connected, but he can receive your communications a lot better than you can receive his, because you have all these senses to go through, right? So just please know that your connection to him and your ability to sense him and communicate with him is even stronger now because we've had this connection, okay? And please keep me posted, okay? I care about how you guys are following up on these readings and that sort of thing, okay? Thank you so much. Sending you off with Jim and all of your love. Let's see here. Guys, as I'm scrolling up to the next one I have starred, I just want to say, I'm sorry, Elif, that you feel that you don't ever get a reading. And please know that, like myself, I believe that everyone tries to get to as many people as they can. Sometimes there are people I get off of here and I found I wasn't even able to say hi to them. I didn't even say hello to them because honestly, I didn't even see them until the live was over. And if it's on my page, then I can comment back. If it's on Veronica's page, I mess up the algorithms if I do that, so I can't comment back. But just please know that one of the things I would start with, and I will try to get to you today, Elif, but please know that, you guys, you get what you believe. You get what you believe. So if you are experiencing that you never get a reading, and you find that to be unfortunate, I would invite you to turn that around and to instead say, I will get a reading at just the right time with just the right reader. I trust that everything is always working out for me. Because if you keep repeating the other, you're going to find that for whatever reason, you're not getting readings. Okay. I will try to get to you today, but honestly, I just try to go where spirit guides me and or in an order that I start everybody. And so, that can be hard, but we do want to get to you. Okay. We do want to get to you. All right. Oh, let's see here. Leonard, are you still there? Let me know if you're still there, Leonard. And I've got you started, Liff, okay? That was a lovely reading, wasn't it, Gaynor? Hi, Keith. Welcome. Guys, please don't release balloons. Don't. Sorry to burst your bubble, no pun intended, but please don't burst balloons. Hi, Floating Lotus. Welcome. What a lovely name. Guys, when we release balloons, it is very detrimental to wildlife. I mean, they tend to get tangled in it. They end up swallowing it. It's just very detrimental. So, thank you, Paul. I appreciate it. All right. Any love or romantic advice? I just move on from the crush I've gotten attached to. Okay. I remember us discussing this. All right. Good. So here's the thing. Yeah. So let me do this. And this will, guys, keep in mind, even if you do not, good night, Claire. Even if you do not get a reading, and this is another thing, Elif, to keep in mind as well. Okay. Spirit, I didn't say this in the beginning this time. Spirit always knows who's on these lives. And so Spirit will come through other people's readings with guidance and advice for you. All right. Oh, we have a troll. Hold on. Isabella, you're a troll, girl. I share and market you, so enjoy. I'm going to market you to all my colleagues. All right, let's do this here. Delete that. Sorry, guys. We have a troll. We have a troll. We have a troll. All right. All right, there we go. So you did the right thing, Leonard, because guys, here's the thing, any of you wanting to know anything about relationships and things, this message is for all of you, really, not just for Leonard, okay? So actually the advice that's coming through for you, Leonard, is that you did the right thing because you just raised your frequency. Whenever we get too attached or we get our heart too set on something, we actually limit ourselves, we give our power away, and we lower our frequency. So you actually did just the right thing, because here's the thing, Leonard, if your crush is the right vibrational match for you, hi Tara Michelle. So if you let go, that indicates a higher frequency. And when we let go, we're not giving out a frequency of, if you try to hold water tight in your hands, the water is going to flow through your hands, right? You can't hold water. So this is what we do as well when we get attached to people. And so I think you have a really good terminology there, Leonard, when you said, that you've gotten attached to. If this is the right person for you, they're going to come back. Right? So there's always this balance there, especially with relationships. But one of the things you're also doing is you're rising out and above that energy and above the energy of need. And so this is going to free you to invite others in. I attracted the same type of unhealthy people into my relationships for decades. And it was when I accepted I was going to be okay if I was going to be alone, that I would be joyful, happy, and fulfilled. And I did not need a man in my life to have a happy life, to have a happy relationship. I had to let go of my traditional ideas of what I thought I wanted for a life and a relationship. And as soon as I did that, that's when my husband and a bunch of other really amazing and awesome men popped into my life, like all at the same time. And it was because I let go of that and I allowed that flow to come in. Okay. And it was really almost immediate. So just know that you did the right thing there, Leonard. You're going through a phase right now where you are working on that frequency. You are aligning with your higher self. And the more you continue on that road, that is actually the path to your ideal romantic relationship. Okay. So you're on the right track and your spirit guides say yes. Okay. Ann Williams, hello. All right. Let's see here. I love your comments, guys. All right, I've got 17 minutes. Let me get back up here. Hang in there, Elif. We're trying to get to you. Okay. And Susie, I don't know if you're still on there. I know it's late for you. I'm working on this, guys. All right. All right, Elif, is there something in particular that you want to know? Is there something specific you want to know? Let me know if there's something specific you want to know. You're welcome, Leonard. I'll shuffle for you and get you some cards since you're looking for a general message. Oh, good, Susie. Thank you. You know how it is, Susie. I'm getting there. Let's see. Lisa Joe. Hello, Lisa Joe. Elif, are you still there? Let me know if you're still there, please. I'm shuffling cards for you, but I like to make sure the person I'm reading for is there first, since sometimes people have to pop off or whatever. Let me know if you're there. I don't see her on there yet. Let's see here. Scroll back up just in case. All right. Oh, here we go. Let's see if she's down here. And if not, we'll wait for her to log back on and we'll pop back onto someone. Thank you, Annalie. That is beautiful, isn't it? Elif, last call. Are you there? Let me know if you're there. Okay. Well, all right. Maybe she'll come back. Let's see. Tanya. Hello, Tanya. All right. Well, let's keep going since I have 16 minutes here. All right. Who do we have next here? Woo. Okay, Rhoda and Susie. See, you guys are next. Hi, Keith. Welcome. All right, let me scroll up here. I don't see Elif on here now. Maybe that's why Elif doesn't get messages. They're gone already, but I'll keep checking since I know they wanted a reading. Okay. Come on, scroll down. There we go. My computer didn't want to scroll down. All right. All right, we have Rhoda and Susie. Let's see here. I'm going to do this. All right. All right, Susie, let's see here. Thank you, Susie, for doing our wonderful angels in action today. That was so wonderful. Wow, Susie. All right. Wow, we got the card of the cards. So see, this is like the card of this deck. And look, transcending. And you are, girl, you are transcending in so many ways, energetically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. You know, guys, we talk a lot about, you know, change and transformation and transcendence and transmutation. And, you know, they're all different. They're all connected, but they're all different. You know, it takes a lot of little changes in order to create transformation. It creates transformation is necessary to manifest new. And Susie's been on a real journey of, yes, right, Carrie? Susie's been on a real journey of transformation. Anyway, and you know, transformation is just like, you know, that the caterpillar to the butterfly, right? But then what happens to the butterfly once they've transformed, right? Then they can transcend. And so if we're talking about getting past or through something, you know, getting past or through a severe struggle or suffering, that's a transmutation, right? That's like a form of healing and overcoming that boundary. When we're talking about transcending, it's like a quantum leap. It's like only like a not instant version of a quantum leap where you're like transforming. You're taking that transformation and then you're really elevating yourself. So this is a very powerful card because you are doing that. And transcendence actually requires a whole you. It requires mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual, right? It is a conscious journey. And of course, you know, I've known you for a few years now and I've gotten to work closely with you. So I see this happening, but this is the card that was drawn for you today. And this shows me this is really an ongoing process. I see this is going to continue into 2025. And I'm very excited for you and I'm excited to see what that brings because you have a lot of wonderful momentum going that is going to carry you into that. So, congratulations. This is an amazing card. Amazing. Thank you for letting me read for you. And thank you again for taking care of our viewers on Angels in Action today. I love that. All right, guys, let's see here. Hold on, guys. I'm just going back to what I had starred here. Okay. Elif still starred. Leonard, Rhoda. Okay. Rhoda, are you still there? Please let me know if you're still there. Tara Michelle, yes. Oh, you're welcome, Susie. Thank you for letting me read for you. I get goosebumps for that. All right. All right, guys. Spirits, like, speed it up, Larkin. You've been taking too long on these. You only got 10 minutes. All right, Rhoda, let me know if you're there. All right. We're gonna keep moving on. If Rhoda comes back, that's great. Let's see. All right, so let's do Vicky. Vicky, are you still there? I think you are there. I think you're present with us, Vicky. Let's see here. Vicky, let me know if you're there. She wasn't the one that said goodnight, was she? I feel like I'm wasting time seeing if people are here. Vicky, yes, you're there. Yes. All right. All right. I picked someone that was here. Yay. All righty. Let's see what we got for you, Vicky. Yes, and it is true. Lots of people are having a hard time. But guys, here's something I want you guys to understand that comes straight from spirit. You guys know I channel without closing my eyes. So when I bring stuff through for you, it's why a lot of times when you hear me saying that's me going back and forth between my brain and my thoughts and spirit. And them like giving me information. And here's the thing that is coming through, and it is for you, Vicky. It's because of your question, but it's also for everybody. When we say, I'm so glad that you said, you're having a hard time, like so many, because this is very hard to believe. But number one, reality is not as it seems. Reality is not as it seems. It appears so different in this world with our egoic veil than it actually is and can be, which gives us the freedom to create a reality based on our perception. Okay. Yes, there are certain ultimate realities here. Like right now, it's still daylight here. Okay. I can't change that. I can pretend it's night, but it's still daytime. Okay. We have those fundamental realities. But also, you have to remember that the reality that you're manifesting is going to be in alignment with what you believe. If you guys ever catch me on my YouTube channel, which I have listed down here, and you watch my terrific tips, that's the mindset part. As a human being, a lot of people that come and get readings don't understand that they really need to also be doing mindset work, because what you believe in your mindset while you are in a human incarnation will become your reality. And I can speak to people and teach people and read for people, and I know what their core beliefs are by how their life is and what they're struggling with, because they're always directly related. Okay, so when we're having a hard time, it is because of our beliefs. The other thing is obstacles are opportunities. So when we're having a hard time, there's always a lesson. It's always a window of opportunity for us that we haven't yet learned. And when we don't learn it, it gets harder and harder. Okay, so lessons are repeated until learned. So we can blame the outside world as much as we want, but please understand that you have more power to shift your reality. If you believe you are having a hard time, you can be certain you are having a hard time. And learning to master those beliefs are very important. Okay, so I'm gonna share with you the cards I got for you, but please keep that in mind. That's something that your spirit guides, because they are practical, are always trying to urge you guys to pick up on. Again, just a reminder, because people are getting off and on here, my Meet Your Spirit Guides is the 9th of November. You literally get to meet your spirit guides. Okay, find out how many there are, what's hardest for them to get through to you, how you can hear them more easily, what is the easiest way for them to get through to you. They give you validation. Whatever level you are with spirit guides, we cover that. Okay. The other thing is, if you're someone like Vicky and you're struggling, or you want to grow and evolve and expand your intuition, go to my psychic medium page, watch the 20-minute it's called discovery call, free 20-minute discovery call video that I have up there. Explains to you what a discovery call is. I do 5 free discovery calls a week to help you guys get to the bottom of what it is you're wanting to change and manifest. I may invite you to work with me. I may not. It is not a sales call, and it's not a free reading or coaching session either. Okay, so watch the video first, see if that fits you. But it's a way to help people feel unstuck and to realize that you don't have to keep going through a hard time. It gives you the next 3 steps that you need to take. Okay. So the cards I got for you, Vicky, is transformation. So you're going through a transformation right now, and that's not always unicorns and butterflies. Okay. And so that is really important, because transformation isn't always easy. And so that's one of the reasons why you feel like you're having a hard time. Okay. Is on the other side of this is this potential of transformation. And your spirit guides are really trying to let you know you've got one on either side of you right now, and they're trying to really be your cheerleaders and encourage you on with that. Okay. Oh, Rhoda, you're there. Great. Hi, Sharon. All right. Well, your phone died. Oh no. Okay. Well, let me start this. We still have a few minutes. We can get back to you. And then your joy. Okay. I'm being shown. So you are joy, part of who we are innately. not our mindset, like our moods, but who we are. That conscious observer behind our thoughts is joy. And one of the things that they're encouraging you to do is they want you to allow your joy to shine through. When you overthink, when you stress, when you worry, oh, you're there, Aleph. I called on you. Where were you? Okay, well, you can come back tomorrow then, and we'll get you, Aleph. So joy is who you are. That's who you are. And they want you to kind of not overthink, not get obsessed with your thoughts, and with reiterating the way you think things are right now, so that this joy can come through, because this is one of the highest frequencies. And you attract the frequency at which you're existing on. Okay. So you're going through a transformation. Understand everything's always working out for you. Understand that you are joy. You don't need to create joy. You just need to let that joy shine through. Okay. And then you're going to get into the flow of things. And what you're wanting to manifest is going to come through for you naturally. Okay. So you need to hang in there. They keep reiterating me to remind you everything is always working out for you, Vicki. Okay. One of my old colleagues, I don't know where he got this from, used to always say, what you resist persists. What you resist persists. And this is where the mindset work is really important. It's hard to do this on your own, but understand that, when we accept where we are with certain things, then things can be allowed to change and transform. When we resist them and we reiterate what we don't like about them, it just keeps us in that holding pattern of hard times. Okay. So apply this guidance and recipe from your spirit guides and angels, and keep me posted on how this is going. Okay. Thank you for letting me read for you. Very interesting advice. Okay. Well, it comes right from spirit. It's wise advice. It is wise advice from spirit. And it's actually very common, Annalie. That's pretty practical, common advice, actually, when people are going through transformation. Sharon, oh no. I don't know why you can't hear me. You do overthink. Yeah, I can see that, Vicki. And your spirit guides are trying to help you with that. Thank you for letting me read for you. And there's Elif. Well, I hope Elif comes back tomorrow. I don't think they even knew that I called them for a reading. Let's see. Vicki, I'm glad you liked it. You're welcome. All right, let's get back to Rhoda here. Let's see if, guys, if I don't get you today, like Annalie, Rebecca, Tanya, I'm back at the same time tomorrow, okay? Ann Williams. Let's see. I want to quick say this as I get to Rhoda. I want to quick say this because Vicki, I just saw this. I would, this is one of the reasons. Cameron, come back tomorrow too, okay? I just want to get up to Rhoda here. See if there's anything I missed. Here we go. A message from Spirit. Okay. Yeah. So Vicki, here's the thing I want to say to you too last, and I want to say to everyone, and then we're going to do Rhoda. Please know that Spirit can always hear you. They can always hear you. Okay. So even if you think they're not hearing you lately, they are. They can see you. They can hear you. Your spirit guides are with you 24/7. Your angel spirit guide, your spirit team always knows what's going on with you. Always. Okay. So please know that you're never alone. And just know that you got to keep talking to them. If you feel like they're not responding and they don't hear you, it's because you're blocking it. And if you guys want to learn more about that, I have an Awakening Your Intuition program. I have a whole program that teaches you to hear your intuition, to talk to your spirit guides. Okay. And you always can join the Meet Your Spirit Guides event. But what does Spirit suggest? You take the next step. If you want to just do free online readings, that's fine. But there's a whole nother level to things that you can do with a coach or a reader that you trust to help you take things forward more quickly. Okay. Sharon, I would love to get to you tomorrow. If you could please come back tomorrow. Okay. All right. Let's see here, Rhoda. Wow, Rhoda, you got 3 spirit guides hot on your tail. And let's see here. They're after you about something. So Rhoda, there are some things it looks like they believe that you are not doing. There are some things they want you to do you're not doing, or some shifts and changes you need to be making. Hi, Heather. Welcome. Good to see you. I'm not sure if you're aware of these things and you're consciously avoiding them or procrastinating, or if they're things you're not quite aware of yet. Hold on, I'm pulling 2 cards for you here. I got the card of new beginnings. Let's see here. See what second card they're going to pop out for me while I shuffle these. This is the one they want me to pull out. All right. So you have new beginnings coming. You have new beginnings coming, Rhonda, and I think that's what they're trying to push you to. And let's see here. Yes, we have another troll. Yay. All right. So what you need to be doing is, whoops, I did not mean to do that. Sorry, Rhoda. Okay. You're welcome, Heather. Hi, Cindy. Peace. So she's here. We'll just get back to this. Sorry about the trolls, guys. So you have some things in there. I'm not sure how much they're in your conscious or how much they're in your subconscious right now, Rhoda, but your spirit guides are really trying to get your attention, and they want you to apply playfulness. They want you to get back to the playful aspect of your personality and yourself, because when you're lighthearted, you manifest faster. When you're lighthearted, you allow things to manifest more quickly for you, okay? When you're lighthearted, you allow your frequency to naturally rise, and this is going to allow things to shift and come into your life on their own, okay? So they want you to apply playfulness. Your spirit guides have actually been very playful around you, trying to encourage this from you, okay? So this is very important. I have to go in like 30 seconds, so I want you to take this advice from them. Playfulness, it'll raise your frequency, okay? Guys, take this seriously. It's coming right from spirit. They're showing me that new beginnings are coming your way sometime in the spring of 2025. Okay. Yeah, you've been having a lot of dreams. Yes, that's right. Hi, Andrea. Well, they've been trying to get through to you in your dreams, but not just in your dreams. They've been actually getting through to you in the astral plane, okay, which is your soul actually, while you're sleeping, focusing its attention on that plane between the higher heavenly realms and our material world. Okay. So just please know that they are trying to get through to you that way. And there's new beginnings coming for you in the beginning of 2025, maybe like February or March. All right. And, but you need to apply the playfulness to lighten your frequency, because what they're really showing me is that you're just not allowing these things to happen. Right. So we want to allow, the art of allowing, right? We want to allow these things to come into your life. They're right there ready for you. And, keep a journal by your bed, jot down anything you can remember or feelings you remember from your dreams. Okay. And, just know that even if you don't wake up remembering what they said in the dreams, it's in there. You just need to relax and stop overthinking and allow it to start coming through you, because you have these new beginnings they're helping to prepare you to allow into your life. Okay. You're welcome. You are trying too hard. That's exactly what's happening. Guys, I will be back tomorrow at the same time. Don't forget, you can find me on my Psychic Medium page if you want to connect further. Thank you to Veronica for allowing all this to happen and making it a reality. I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.